Hi, I'm Demitra kalogaras, and this is what's in my bag. It's the bag that I've been using for the last month, so I did not put anything in my bag before this. I grabbed my bag straight from my closet. Let's get started. A tampon. You never know when you're gonna get the break. If you are like me and have very irregular periods, always does the job. Let's go. Next, refreshing towelette. You never know when your hands are gonna be grimy. You never know when you're gonna be eating like a full turkey leg and have turkey running down your fingers. Who knows? Bad breath. How much of a turnoff is that? I don't care if you are Clark coming up to me and you're like, I'm Superman. You're done. If your breath smells gross, it's disgusting. So I always keep a bag of mint on, freshly picked from my grandma's garden. Definitely smarter than just chewing, especially you're smacking your lips. You look gross. Like that's another very big turn off of mine. If you're like, you're blowing bubbles, getting all over your mouth and shit. You have like a full bubble of gum splattered in your eye. You're trying to get it out. You can't see anymore. Your breath smells like asshole still because gum really doesn't mask the scent of booty. So when your breath smells that bad, like I can still kind of smell the shit. I've been kind of sipping on throughout this interview is my matcha. That is my favorite thing to do. You always have to bring your favorite milk replacement. Sorry. This is my favorite. This is just the soy milk. Normal milk, you know, sometimes it gives people the runs. Me, I have an iron stomach. I'm great. I think you can get a small carton, but then obviously you have left. Next, this one's kind of an obvious. I bring lip liner. So I bring a few. You're gonna lose your lip liner. Somebody's gonna steal it from you. Something's gonna happen to it. So just definitely bring enough so you can last the day. Another very important thing to me is a light read. I am constantly in this state where I'm either reading or just trying to figure out what I could do to really test my brain. So that's when I go to just the classic novels, literature. When you actually read, first of all, you look intelligent as fuck. Obviously, that's a pro, right? Second of all, you are intelligent. You're making sure that your brain is still able to read. I'm telling you right now, Ellie has never read a full book, and where does that leave her? Give her a sentence. The freaking fox jumped over the lazy dog. She'll probably stutter 6 times. Who doesn't stutter? Me. And why is that? Because I got literature. This is my personal favorite that I'm trying to get through right now. It is just Vogue, the covers. So it'll teach you a lot. Like you will definitely, by the time you're done, you'll be very educated on the things that are at hand. That's why I always recommend bringing a book with you where you go, because everybody wants to be Jacob Elordi with a little book in his back pocket. I really don't think I could say the word yes. It really doesn't. And so that is obviously Nutella. I've probably gone through 5 of these in the last month. I'm stopped in the middle of the road. There's cars calling, the cars are coming. I was probably driving, so we probably crashed the car. Like we're on the side of the road. There's nobody there. We're in a remote island. Shit's going down, but what is there for us to feed off of? Not each other. Nutella. Along with that, see if I can find it. There we go. My Nutella spoon. This one is very sentimental to me, is my late dog. So this is their print. This was Prince. Everybody put rest in peace Prince in the chat. And before you do that, also put rest in peace Luke in the chat. Next, I feel like this one has proven to be most useful out of all my pieces. I know everything I bring is very intentional. I don't bring anything that I don't use at all times. But if you're ever out and about and you just feel like I need to vibe. There isn't a vibe going on right now. Like you want to party, you want to get turned. That's where this comes in. You bring a disco ball. Why do I always keep a disco ball in my bag at all times? You might ask. Imagine you're at a party, everybody's partying, and you're like, I wish I had a disco ball. You take out your disco ball, everybody wants you. Like, wow, you just brought a disco ball to the function. Who else is bringing disco balls to the function? Demitra, I'm not even going to a party. Demitra, I don't even like to party. You are the party. Oh yeah, this party doesn't look lit. Yeah, wait till I whip this disco ball. And now look at all of you guys. Demitra, 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 Demitra. You whip it out, you always start chanting your name so that you can start a chant and then everybody wants to be you. So you whip out your disco ball. Demitra, Demitra. You also have to be very humble, right? So you have to make it seem like you weren't the one who started the chant. You're like, Demitra, Demitra, who's there? Demitra, Demitra, and then you keep saying your name really loud. I personally love to hear my name said back to me, so that is also maybe a little bit of a personal one for me, is to really just get people to praise me. Next is our Spotify award. We recently started on Spotify and went insane, so thank y'all for listening. That's been awesome, and I just keep this on me so I could just be like, wow, I really am that bitch. Like, I really am that bitch. It also doubles as a mirror, so I don't bring a compact. I just use this as a mirror. So that's kind of the most important thing for it is I just... Where is it? There. I do keep this LED UV 20,000 watt gel nail UV on me, so I could just beep beep, and then my nail can hopefully stick back on. Unless it rips off from the root, then that's a whole different problem, which is usually the case, but this isn't that inconvenient for me to bring around, so I just bring this. Obviously a sunglass. I don't bother with a sunglass case. I feel like it's kind of propaganda from Acne Studios, I believe. They really just make me look chic as fuck. This one is definitely more into that realm of like if you're hungry, but it also has multiple uses. So I always keep this butternut squash on me. If not this one, then a different one. So it doubles as a weapon. It is very strong, and it doubles as a food source. I just love how multi-use it is. Very important thing when you're figuring out what to bring in your bag. You don't want to be unnecessary, right? So I could have brought a knife, a shiv, pepper spray, brass claws. Not to say I don't have all of those in my bag right now. It would just get the video taken down, but I choose butternut squash in addition because I know that this could be a weapon. So that is very important when you're figuring out what you want in your bag. And that is definitely one of my tips, is figure out what works for you, but also what works in multiple different ways so that you're not left empty-handed. Oh no, my breath smells like ass. I could use the mint, but I can also use the mint to start a greenhouse. You use your mint, you plant it, now you have a greenhouse. What would you have done if you didn't have the mint and you wanted to start a greenhouse? Now you don't have a fucking greenhouse because you didn't have any mint in your bag. Like, pick up what I'm putting down, please. Pick up what I'm putting down. I actually do hope you all have a pen and pencil with you. If not, lock the fuck in. Like, actually genuinely lock the fuck in. Please, please, please. This one is very important. Oh, please. There we go. Came out before I even told him to. He knew it was his time. I always keep Moose with me in my bag. He has attachment issues. He likes to be with me at all times. If he's not with me, then he's with my sisters. He's trying to go back in. You could go. You could go. Sorry guys, he doesn't want to be on video right now. He just wants to go back to that. Good night. The thing I keep on me is a little bit silly and inconvenient, and I know that, and I know lots of you guys are gonna be like, Demitra, why the fuck do you have that in your bag? That's so weird. Just hear me out. A hair clip. Oh. Why do you need to clip your hair? Why do you need to anything? Oh my god, that was actually embarrassing. I did not actually even want to put that out there. Next, I keep this sheath scythe. I don't know if you guys have seen our crazy fan encounters video. We do have some crazy encounters. I do always keep this on me. I've tried pepper spray. I've tried everything. They're in my bag as well. I've tried, you know, like the pocket knife, the butterfly knife, and I feel like this one just kind of works the best. A little bit on the heavier side, so it does hold my bag's weight down a little bit, but I think it is worth it. It definitely comes out to play a lot, so that's why I love having this in my bag, because it is very convenient, gets the job done, I would say. Sometimes it's a little bit unfortunate though, like if I'm searching around my bag, maybe for like my mint bag or like my matcha or my olive oil, and then I accidentally like slice my hand open. The benefits outweigh the cons, so that's why I love having this in my bag, and that's maybe my favorite item in my bag. Let's put that back in there. Sorry. That one leads me to our next one. I always have a secondary phone playing a fan edit. So every time I open my purse, I can see all the fan edits of myself and just get that ego boost, watch them, indulge myself in how talented you guys are and how appreciative I am of the fan edits. See, you know what? On that note, let me give you guys something to fucking edit. Yes, that was an edit farm. Yes, I do edit farm. And yes, I watch your guys' edits like it's Netflix. Hopefully that footage was enough for a new banger that I could play in my bag. Other thing that is a quintessential essential, we're talking close here, we're getting personal. A plunger. If you don't bring a plunger with you, you're basically begging for embarrassment. You are anything like Sunday, you need a plunger on you at all times. It only makes sense because you're in public even and somebody is in lineup at the washroom and you just dropped the most insane, like girl, you obliterated that shit. You're gonna rely on a man to come in there and plunge it for you. Hey janitor, can you please come plunge this out for me? No, do it yourself. Plunge your own shit. Literally. This is 2026. We need to be plunging our own stuff. I could plunge myself out. I could plunge you out. I could plunge all of us out. Like, yes, I brought the plunger. And how much of a savior are you when your girl calls you up? Hey, like, oh my God, like, I just absolutely destroyed the toilet in freaking Erewhon. I need you to come plunge it because freaking Ross Lynch is behind me in the line. And that is very important to me. Genuinely, that is very important to me that happens, because like, if you call me up, I need to be there. I need to. I want to. I will be there with open arms and an open bag. You're welcome. Girl, I got you. I'm speeding over there, turbo speed, with my plunger. How much of a savior are you? This is why I pack my bag to such pristine. I have the goods. Like, you are never hungry when you're with me. You're never thirsty when you're with me. You're never embarrassed when you're with me. You're never nothing. You're always just clocked in. And that's why I put what I put in my bag. At the end of the day, that's what's in my bag. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening and learning and discovering what is in my bag.